opinions. And so my mom and dad were like kind of fighting over like, oh, it's fractured, oh, it's not fractured. And so these are the 3 x-rays that I got of my wrist. This is the one that they think is why they think it's fractured, because okay, my stream quality is probably bad, but shit, how do I show you guys? How do I show you guys? Okay, here we go. So let me zoom in. Control plus. Okay, look. So do you guys see this white line? This is like why they think it's a fracture, because it's like a white ass line, and they thought it was like fractured but not out of place. But then they got more x-rays taken, and none of these like have any weird shit going on like at all. Like these 2 just look completely normal, but this one is why people think that it's like fractured, and it's like this whole thing. And like my mom has a bunch of doctor friends because she's a doctor or whatever, and so she DM'd all of her like x-ray doctor like friends, like they're called radiologists, and 4 of them said that there is no fracture. Oh wait, no, 4 of them said there's a fracture, and then 5 of them, like including the person we went to today and like got new ones taken, say there is a fracture. So it's like this whole thing. I don't feel any pain, I can do everything, because they think it's because it's a hairline fracture, but it's like not like out of position, so I can still do things. But I don't want to, my mom doesn't want me to do things and then like make it out of place and then like have it regrow with it like out of place and then like fuck up my wrist for the rest of my life. So it's like a lot. So I think I'm just gonna like kind of treat it as if it's fractured even if it's not, just because I don't want it to like kill me. Am I getting a new car? I don't know. The fracture's not from playing Smash. Yeah, it's not bad. I got really lucky because my car is so gone. Like, my car is so gone, but my body is just like here to stay. Okay, anyways, okay, I'm so off topic. Okay, thank you, Yasuhiro, for the sub. Okay, someone new character now. Hi, Isan. Glad you're okay. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, Peach. Okay. I'm gonna say this is even. I used to think it was slight advantage, but after playing some Sora like a fucking lot the past like 2 years, I just think it's even, because Peach holds on to a lead like really, really well. And so even if you like, I don't know, like if Peach plays it properly, when she gets a stock lead, it feels like impossible. And when Bayo has a stock lead, it kind of feels impossible too. And because it's easier for Bayo to hit her than like get a lot of damage off than for Peach, because all of her like strings that get her a lot of damage are like impossible to hit if Bayo's facing right. Like if she's back airing and stuff, you can't get a down tilt. If she's like, even if she has landing lag, she can just double jump away from you and there's no way you're gonna get a down tilt on Bayo pretty much. And it's really hard to just hit a straight up nair too. So all of Peach's combos are like 2 hit, 3 hits, and it's like not anything overwhelming, but it's just really hard to win neutral. So you get hit by 2 hit combos over and over again, and then Peach has an easier time killing than Bayo does. Yeah, she's really, no, she's crazy. Rank it according to Mire's. Mire's opinion of this is that it's side advantage Bayo, but that's not my opinion. I beat RX because he doesn't know what's going on. If he knew what was going on, it would probably be a bit harder, but yeah, I'm literally like, I'm like 20-0 on RX. Okay, Wii Fit Trainer. Okay. Do you want the girl Wii Fit Trainer? Okay. I think Bayo, I honestly can't tell if it's because Varun is bad versus Bayo, or because I'm better than Varun, or both, but it feels really easy. Like, I feel like I would never lose this. But at the same time, like, Wii Fit has really good out of shield, and Wii Fit has really good, kill percents, but everything she wants to do doesn't work versus Bayo, and she's really floaty, and she's like combo food. I'll say slight advantage Bayo, I think, because it's really hard for her to answer Bayo. Hi Lullaby. Can we move the face cam? We can't see the bottom tiers. Oh, T, no T. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm fucking sorry. Okay. Girl, we can't see part of the chart. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm not like a streamer. Oh my god. Yeah, I think that Bayo has answers to everything that Wii Fit does, but Wii Fit can easily just like win like instantly if she gets one deep breathing like solid hit. Varun does take games off of me because he's really good. Hi Yori. Who's the best versus Bayo in the Texas scene? No one in my scene is good versus Bayo, like in DFW. I don't think anyone in Texas is good versus Bayo. I don't think any of them know what the fuck is going on, like at all. I'm not high on painkillers. I actually took no painkillers. Okay, someone said Palutena. I think this is even because it's like impossible to kill Palutena without her fucking up because she doesn't die off stage literally ever, and she doesn't die off of juggles literally ever because of teleport cancels and shit. And yeah, like it's just impossible to get her stock without outplaying her, but it's really hard for her to put damage onto Bayo like in neutral and stuff because her nair, like let's say you're like fucking, I don't know, Lucaria, and Palutena like nairs your shield, and then she just like lands behind you, like you're in a bad spot. But like, so she doesn't feel like crazy about like, oh shit, like there's a lot of risk if I nair, you know? And that's the same with like, I don't know, Jigglypuff, Ike, Wolf. Lots of characters Palutena can just nair, and it's like a really good risk reward for. Oh, shut the fuck up, Lima. Your voice is just garbage. And so it's like it's just a really good risk reward for her. But versus Bayo, like if she nairs, you just fucking heel slide it every single time, and she gets so fucked up. So it's really hard for her to do anything. And she's like really good at punishing Bayo's landing lag, but if you do it right, sometimes she just can't do anything. So it's really easy for Bayo to get damage on her, and it's really hard for Pala to get damage on Bayo. But Pala just never dies, so that's the hard part, because she can kind of get sort of consistent kills on Bayo, because she has a back through the kills, and she has like down till back air and shit like that. Like, she has strong early kill moves and shit, so she can get stocks on Bayo, but I find it harder for Bayo to get stocks on her. But it's okay, because Bayo has a really easy time in neutral, because Pala doesn't have good out of shield options, so he has to like parry everything. Hi Shadow PR. Byleth. Okay, where is this bitch? A, B, C, D? Is it alphabetical order? Yeah. Okay. Byleth, I think it's even. I used to think that Bayo won, but honestly, I want to put in slight disadvantage, but I think we all know that I'm only saying that because Leo beat me, so I'm just gonna keep it as even, because you really can't edgeguard this character. Like, if you play Byleth properly, like, you just can't get edgeguarded, I swear. Like, I was trying everything versus Leo, and I just could not edgeguard him, and I'm really good at edgeguarding. And that was, like, the grace in this matchup, that, like, you win neutral once and then you could kill her, but I did not feel like I could kill her off stage ever, and it made me really sad. So I'm gonna put this as even, because she's still really, really slow, so she has trouble chasing down Bayo when she has landing lag and stuff, and she's combo food, but like it's just impossible to like get the stock on her. I feel like they have to fuck up or get red to lose their stock, and her kill percents and combos are all so consistent and like kill pretty early, so it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like a tier difference, not even gonna lie. I felt like I couldn't do much at all. Okay. No, that shit was hard. Playing Leo was like the hardest shit I've ever done. I really hated that. Okay, let me see. Pyra, Mythra. Girl, fuck this fucking character. Okay, where are they? Is it under Aegis? No. Don't tell me they're separate. Oh, come on, that's so weird. What? What the fuck? Pyra. Oh, hey, okay, I'm sorry I even said that. Okay, I think it's possible, but I think it's pretty bad. I would say like if I'm playing against someone who's just as good as me, I feel like I have like a 35–40% chance of winning. It feels really shitty, because it's just impossible to beat Mythra in neutral. Like, it's literally impossible. And then Pyra is so good at ledge-trapping Bayo, because all of my like shenanigans and stuff just literally lose to her down tilt or her F tilt or her like forward air, like it just cuts through everything that I do. Like there's nothing that I can do to like outplay it. It's just crazy huge, crazy early kills. It's just awful. And then if you bats within out of Mythra's combos, if they do it properly, they just punish you even more for bats within out of their combos. But if she foresights out of my combos, she can literally just F smash me. If she foresights down tilt, she gets F smashed. If she foresights any aerial, she can just F smash me quite literally. And it's like horrid because even if you don't die, if she F smashes you at 80, right, you have to go to the ledge, and then she just goes Pyra, and if she F tilts you, you just fucking die. And like, I hate it so much. Like, I hate it so much. And really, really basic Bayo things just don't work on Mythra sometimes, and that's fine. Like for example, okay, on Pokemon Trainer, right? Like sometimes, not even really, but like sometimes things won't work because they can get a frame 1 escape option. But like, it's okay because you just go under them and like you land and you still have like some sort of advantage state. But when Mythra, your combos don't work and it's not even your fault on Mythra, you just die. Like she just kills you. It's, oh my god. When I lost to Cosmos, that's when I knew this character was just like almost impossible to beat for Bayo, because how am I gonna lose to fucking Cosmos? That was really horrible. Anyway, no, fuck that character. Lima, how would you buff Bayo? I would make her up B work. I'd make the SDI multiplier 1 because I hate that shit. Do you think they will buff Bayo? I really doubt it. But they always are looking at Smash Twitter, so I just wanted their replies and I begged because I wanted it. Ness. Okay, let's do Ness. Oh my gosh, it's... What the fuck was that? Why is my screen like shaking? Okay, anyway. And... Bitch, my screen is shaking. Why is it shaking? Do you guys see that? It's like rumbling. Okay, maybe I'm just going crazy. Ness. Oh my god, it's literally shaking. Why is it shaking? Okay. This is actually pissing me off. And why can't I find Ness? Control F, Ness. Okay, alphabetical order. Alex, Banjo, A, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, Luigi, M, N, okay, found you. So easy. I think this is even because I played TM4 in friendlies like 8 months ago or 6 months ago. No, like, yeah, 6 months ago shit. And like he was recovering really well. Like it had been a while since I played the matchup, but I realized that like I feel like if I was playing Ness and I was playing against my own Bayo, like I wouldn't get edge guarded. That's how I feel. Like he has really good like ways to recover, but they're just kind of like Ness players just aren't that great. Like if Ness doesn't die off stage, he does really good versus Bayo because he can just parry anything and get an opening, and it's not that hard to parry Bayo when you're Ness because your job is to just like sit there, you know, like it's like it just happens. It's like how Shota's parry a lot because their job was to just like sit there and watch you do shit. Like it's not that hard, and he just like out damages her a lot. But Bayo has a little bit faster, not fat, like Ness's options are faster, but Bayo's options are just a little bit slower with a little bit more range. So I feel like Bayo has an edge in neutral, and Ness is really floaty. So if he gets caught trying to parry shit and gets grabbed and he just gets up thrown, like it's not that hard. Like it's like whatever. I wouldn't lose to a Ness. Like I wouldn't lose to like Best Ness or anything like that. But I think if Ness has played it properly, it would be kind of bad for Bayo. Every time you play PK Chris, he finds a new way to play Q. Yeah, no, Ness has a lot of options off stage, like for real. Like honestly, like I don't feel like it's bad for him to be off stage unless he's versus like a sword character who can just like go through you or like beat everything you do and kill you. I would not lose to Gact. I would not lose to Gact. He doesn't even know what Bayo's moves do, probably. How was the car accident? I don't know how to answer that, I'm sorry. No, Gact would get bodied. Okay, let me do one. Okay, Donkey Kong is like really easy. I'm not even gonna elaborate. He just fucking dies if he gets hit once, and it's sad. Do Sephiroth? Okay. I played against Nico Sephiroth and Nairo Sephiroth on Wi-Fi a bit, and I feel like he does really good versus Bayo. Like, actually, this shit's not even... I think it's slight disadvantage because he can just, like, run off counter off stage, and if you get hit by that shit, you die at, like, 50, 40, no questions asked. Like, no questions asked. Like, every single time you will just die, and it's really cringe. And the only thing you can do to, like, avoid it, it feels like, is, oh, why would I donate those? I was like, why is this PayPal thing here? It's like, you have to stall your recovery to, like, you have to stall your ABK to get to the ledge, and then you can just, like, wait out your stall and then do it. And you can't go low because his downer goes, like, lower under the ledge than, like Ivysaur, like, than, like, any other character. Like, his downer spike hitbox is, like, crazy, big. Like, it's unbeatable. Like, if I witch twist and my witch twist doesn't snap to the ledge, so if you go low, you just die, and then if you try to ABK from, like, the side, you just die if he guesses your timing. Like, it's actually ridiculous, but it's like, it's fine because he just dies. Like, if you get one hit on him, like a good hit, he should probably die if you do it right. Like, he just dies to up tilt back air at like 100, no questions asked, like everywhere on the stage, which is really bad for him. Because like, if he's close to people, you just press that shit and like he's just over. Like, if you up tilt his shield, he can't even do anything out of shield to like punish it. So yeah, if you get close to him, it's fine. But if you lose neutral, you actually might die, which is weird because you can't say that for like 99% of Bayo's matchups. Like if Mario gets close to me, I don't die. Like, I literally don't die in like 80% of the time because Batsutin is so cringe and like her weight is hard to like combo. So most of the time you don't lose your stock unless you really fuck up. But with Sephiroth, it's not the case. So I really don't like that character. Like, I was playing Nico too, and like he was destroying me too. So it wasn't even that like Nairo was like a bunch better than me. I was just losing to like Nico, who like isn't bad, but like he's not like way better than me, you know. No, we love Geist. Have any Bayos reached out to you to discuss tech now that you're showing Bayos potential? I don't know. I just talk to like my Bayo friends. Like, I'm friends with like all the top Bayos. Like, talk to them all the time. Do Wolf? Okay. W. This should be at the end. Okay. I think this shit's even, not gonna lie. Because Wolf just like is so bad out of shield that you can just do whatever you want. Like, cause he jumps a lot and then you just like ABK him and shit. Every time he tries to jump, you can just ABK, and it's not that hard to go to the ledge versus him because like the way I recover, like I don't let them just charge down smash. Like, if they try to charge down smash, I'll just like literally jump over them and back at them. Like, I don't have trouble with Wolf at the ledge. Like, wait, let's watch like YouTube versus Pape. Like, I know Pape's Wolf isn't fucking good or anything, but this is the first time I played it in a while, and I was playing it with like my Bayo now that my Bayo was like good, and I was just like, wait, this is like not that hard. Like, his out of shield is really bad, and his combos, they need a really good setup. Like, besides what is it, short hop fair rising and to grab is like his only like actual good combo starter, because landing nair you can just up it out of shield. Landing fair is like really obvious and kind of slow and not that great because I can just heal side whip punish it if they ever try to go for it. Hi to meme. And he's not that great in the air at landing because like, let's say you're like Lucina, right? Okay, maybe that's not a good example. Let's say you're, I don't know, like Samus, okay? And you're trying to stop Wolf from landing. You kind of have to guess where he's going to be because of his aerial drift. But because ABK is just so fucking huge and just like beats out like every hitbox ever, like you don't have to guess when he's landing, and that's one of his really good strengths, that he's like super slippery. So yeah, I don't know, I just fucking destroyed this kid, like his Wolf, and I was just like, okay, wait, this matchup's not that bad anymore. Cause he just like, I don't know, he does get edge guarded. Like, it's not easy for him to get back to the stage. I don't think his side B snaps ledge either, so he's always under the risk of getting down smashed. And yeah, I don't know. This character's not that scary anymore. But he's still like, you know, Wolf. He still has really, really good hitboxes and like priority and like early kills and stuff. But I don't know. Bayo just moves so much. It's really hard. It's really hard to land like, you know, like wolf forward air to back air or like nair or side B or whatever the fuck. Like it's really hard for him to land really good solid hits on Bayo because all of his like setups just come from such specific hitboxes and it's really hard to do that. Okay, next Pokemon, next character. Sorry, I saw Rose in chat. I started thinking about like creatures. Let's do Inkling. I think this is a slight disadvantage. This character just like is ridiculously like hard to hit, and I don't know. I feel like if there was a good Inkling out there, I would be upset, but no one is good at Inkling, so I guess we can just pretend this character doesn't exist and just move on. Pacman. Oh, I don't really know shit about this matchup. I'm gonna say slight disadvantage because that Bell is just so OP, like so OP. Like he can just like all of his combos that work on other people work on Bayo because they're so lenient. So there's nothing really Bayo specific that Pacman has trouble with because like he doesn't want to catch you. Like no, Pacman can't catch Bayo, but he doesn't care because if he's trying to catch Bayo, instead he can just start charging his shit and like setting up, so it's not that hard for him. So yeah, he just kind of is really good up close, so when you actually get up close it's not easy. He doesn't really die off stage that often. He has really good options of getting off the ledge. There's just no point in the matchup where like Bayo is like scaring him a lot. I feel like if they SCI properly they won't die early, and then it's just really hard because his stocks can last so long and inevitably he's gonna get the bell, and if he gets the bell, like it's just really hard. Bayo versus the held items is really complicated and hard, like for real. Like Peach is only even because she can pick turnips, otherwise it would be so bad for her, and he gets the turnips or like something better than turnips without even like sacrificing anything. So yeah, I don't think I would like that matchup, but I feel like I could beat T anyway because Japanese people don't know what Bayo does, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I tried out Palu and it seemed pretty good. What made me want to try with her? I want to learn Palu because I want to beat Snake. I feel like Palu is really good versus Snake, and I don't like Bayo Snake. I feel like this shit's like so hard. Like I'm gonna put it in way too hard. Like people won't agree with me, but I really don't like this matchup. Like the whole point is to get close to Snake, and then when you get close to Snake, he's better up close than you are. Like it just feels so redundant, and like you just die at 85 if he parries anything, and you have to be in range where he can parry things because that's the only time you can actually hit him, and like he can just go high and there's like no counterplay to him going high that's like really solid scary shit to like threaten him with. Like I really don't like this matchup. Like you have to get through all the grenades, all the like C4 and everything just to get close, and then when you get close his down tilt is bigger than yours, so it doesn't make any sense. He parries any aerial and then he just up tilts and you fucking die. So I really dislike this matchup, especially because if he gets a lead, it's like feels like impossible. But like, yeah, I don't know. If Bayo gets a lead, it doesn't feel impossible for Snake to come back. It just feels like everything in the matchup just goes his way. Snake and Pikachu. I think Pikachu's possible. Like he's kind of combo food for some reason, and he can't use Thunder Jolt versus Bayo, and like Bayo's hitboxes are bigger than his, so if you ever think Pikachu's gonna attack, you can just attack back and your hitbox will just beat his out like really easily. So thank you for gifting a sub to Tamim, and thank you Bear Cuddler for resubbing with Prime for 4 months. Thanks Gits for the sub. I don't know if you're still here. Sorry, I'm not being a good streamer. But yeah, I don't know about Pikachu. I've been playing it more recently. I'm playing it versus people that are like not that great, but I just look at Pikachu's kit and I look at Bayo's kit and I feel like it's not that bad. I don't know why. Like I mean, one of Pikachu's strengths is that he's a really good edgeguarder, but he can't edgeguard Bayo. So I feel like maybe that's it. I just don't feel threatened by him all that much. His ledge trapping isn't very good. Yeah, and his like combos aren't that great on Bayo. Like he can't really rack up damage, and if Bayo gets any hit, she can do like 50 like pretty easily. Like Pikachu's a big circle. Like I don't have any trouble comboing him or anything, but it's hard because he can just like not interact with you, and then he has an up throw kill at like 150 consistently, and it's kind of hard to kill Pikachu consistently. So I feel like it's advantage for Pikachu, but honestly I would put it here. Like I don't think that if I played Isam I would lose. Like, I feel like I would be fine. I don't think I would, like, lose and then be like, oh my god, like, this matchup is impossible. I feel like I would just, like, play. Do you buy subs Mario Party Superstars? Hi, Slap Fisherman. You can't hit Pikachu? I mean, you kind of can't. You kind of can. I feel like. I don't feel like Pikachu can circle camp or anything. I mean, what is he going to do? Just run around? Like, I don't know. It's not like Sheik where she could like jump in and forward at any moment. Like, Pikachu can't really go in and do something that's not a commitment. Like, he has to run up grab or like run up forward air or some shit. And most of his shit doesn't have a good reward besides down tilt and grab. And like, it's not that big of a deal, I feel like, because he has such short range. I don't know. I haven't played it though. I haven't played it versus anyone good at Pikachu yet, but I feel like I'm not scared of that character. Game & Watch? Okay. I said the same thing about Wadi. I was ready for his R.O.B, but like, Mewtwo is actually so cringe. I hate Mewtwo so much. Okay, Game & Watch. I think this shit is even, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I played Meister at main stage and I lost 3-1, but it's because he was outplaying me. I feel like it's impossible for Game & Watch to catch Bayo when she has landing lag because he's so like slow and like clunky. So like when I was playing Meister, he would like shield, right? And if he shield, I would either grab or I would ABK. And both of those options like were good options. Like if he shielded and then I ABK'd, I was fine. Like he couldn't hit me after because I would just like jump away and he couldn't do much. And I figured out that I can just like do the Rising Witch time to get off of the ledge versus the pancake traps or the bacon or whatever. So I feel like ledge isn't a problem. I feel like it's really hard to grab Bayo as Game & Watch, and Game & Watch's buttons aren't that safe on shield. Like you can just like shield up B like almost everything that he does, and Bayo's limbs are longer than Game & Watch's, and even if you don't get a combo off of like he can't bury ABK. It's too far. ABK just goes too far. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. It's like whatever. It's like whatever. It's like literally whatever. I don't know. I think that I'll beat Meister next time I play him. Like it just he's not threatening. He's not threatening enough. And he was like hard reading my ABKs and he would up smash it and it just wouldn't reach me. Like like everything would just seem to be going my way when I was playing this matchup with him, and then he just started outplaying me and it was really annoying. But yeah. And also, like, up tilt back air is so OP. Like, for real. Like, if he ever tries to move forwards on you and you up tilt it, like, he just dies. Like, at 100, no questions asked from anywhere on the stage, he just dies. So, that's really hard for him to deal with. Yeah. Next time I play Meister, I will probably win. I feel really confident in that matchup. Hope I'm doing okay. Hi, A-Rod. Yeah, I'm chilling. My cast is off for the day, so I'm happy. Also, Game & Watch can't land because, like, you just go, like, how do I explain this shit? Shit. Bitch, I need a zoomed out picture. Is that so much to ask? I zoomed up. Is this it? No. Okay, basically, when Game Watch is in the air, right? Like, that's why I'm saying that, like, it's not a big deal if you don't get a really good combo starter on him. Because if he's in the air, and he's, like, right here, okay? Okay, I'm doing this reverse because the camera's reversed. So he's right here, okay? You just go here, like, to the side of him, like, diagonally down. And if he ever down airs, you just, like, ABK from the side. And it just, like, beats it out, pretty much. And you can also wish time his down air, so it's really hard for him to do anything. And even if he air dodges your ABK from the side, like, you can frame trap him. Like, and like, if he air dodges the ABK, you land before him, even if you miss, so you're still winning. So it's really hard for him to get down, like, really hard. But yeah. He can't deal with down tilt bullets. Yeah, it's kind of, sometimes he has to approach. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but you guys know what I mean. It's kind of like Joker guns, like how you go like to the side of him and then hit him. So it's not that easy for him to land. Like he doesn't have anything that's like, oh fuck, this is so OP and like unattractive. Like I feel like Bayo has an answer to everything that he does. It is hard to ledge trap him though, but whatever. It's hard to ledge trap Bayo too. Okay, I want to play this matchup versus SkyJ. I feel like Incineroar doesn't do bad versus Bayo, because Bayo has really awkward edge guarding tools. Like she doesn't have anything I'm gonna say even Bayo doesn't have anything like Lucina back air, you know, like that's like really consistent and long lasting and big and like high base knockback. Like everything she has is really weird and like weird knockback and it sends up and stuff. And so I feel like if you don't have a consistent way to edge guard Incineroar, you don't beat Incineroar. That's how I feel, because he's so strong on the ground and like he has everything kills, like everything's really safe. I don't know. And his counter is really good to have versus Bayo, because Bayo's press a lot of buttons and you kind of have to, and then if he reads it, he just gets like a super fucking strong move and it's like really hard to deal with. Like, I don't know. And the kill combos, like you can't really kill combo Incineroar because he just falls way too fast. It's kind of like Fox. I don't know. I feel like this matchup is kind of weird. I wouldn't want to play SkyJ, but yeah. It's just weird, like, Incineroar is a scary character. Diddy Kong would go impossible. Oh, Diddy Kong's like, whatever. Where is he? What is possible anyway? I feel like possible is like 40, 60 type thing. Or maybe a bit more, It's a bit dramatic, but, I mean, I beat Aaron, and it wasn't that hard. And I don't think, like, oh shit, I'm scared of playing Tweak because Diddy Kong. Like, people ask me that actually. They're like, oh my god, how do you think you would do versus Tweak? And I'm like, whatever. And they're like, I feel like Diddy Kong would be really hard. And I'm like, I don't know. The thing about Diddy Kong is he's really short range. And so, like, if Diddy Kong, like, down tilts in neutral and I heal slide at the same time, my heal slide will just literally go through it and, like, just kill him. And he's not that hard to combo. And his recovery is kind of a crutch for him, and he can't ledge trap Bayo because he doesn't have fast enough out of shield to deal with like any of the ledge camping stuff. The one thing though is like if he gets banana, it's kind of hard, I guess, but it's also like I don't know. I feel like Diddy Kongs aren't good with banana, and I feel like that's why I'm saying this, but I really don't mind this matchup. Like Diddy Kong takes a lot of damage, he has trouble landing, and it's really hard for him to get a kill on Bayo. You kind of have to jump into back air because otherwise, like, I don't really know what he's supposed to do. Like, if he does run up down tilt, that's the thing. Like, it's not like let me see. It's not like Meta Knight, okay? It's not Meta Knight where you stay on the ground like a lot and like people can just poke and prod at you with like their safe tilts and stuff. Bayo's in the air a lot, and if she's not in the air, she's like running around and she has a really high movement speed on the ground. So it's really hard to get in a situation where you can just consistently land like down tilt up smash on Bayo, I feel like. And Diddy Kong isn't that great for without a lead, and it's not that hard to get a kill on Diddy Kong. Like he just kind of dies sometimes, I feel like. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think the matchup's that bad. Mii taught me it. Like I lost it first, and then I was talking to Mii about it, and he just like told me how to play it, and then I did it, and it didn't feel that hard at all. Connect math pain. Like I have Connect math. I have a K-drama I want to watch. I have some glasses that I bought. I bought these glasses. I have a therapist link that I never opened. I have OB.GG, YouTube, and Twitter. I think it's -1. Yeah, I don't know. I think -1 is a bit dramatic. I feel like it's whatever. I just think it's hard to play out. MinMin? Okay, where is she? I really want to play Proto Banham. Like, I feel like I would win. Even though he's like really, really good, but I feel like I would beat him. Okay. I think this is slight advantage. I think it's slight advantage because it is kind of hard for Bayo to get in, but like, MinMin doesn't punish you for trying to get in with kills. Is the problem. Like, MinMin gets her kills like off stage at the ledge and stuff, and you can't really kill Bayo at the ledge or off stage like at all, like literally at all. So Why did I delete the black market drug trade link? Okay, so she's really hard to get kills on Bayo. Like she has up there like 150. What else? She has like the yellow ball like Nair or F tilt that kills like 120. But like if you're running at her, she doesn't have much that she can just be like, oh, like I'm gonna kill you, you know? And anytime you hit MinMin, this is the thing. Like anytime you hit MinMin, there's a chance she's just gonna fucking die. Like literally. Even if the MinMin player is good, I feel like I said that about Byleth though. Maybe if I play Proto Ban him, he won't die off stage. But I feel like he would, because MinMin's like tether is not that great. Like it's not OP or anything. So like if you just like forward her 1, 2, 3 MinMin or you down tilt her, like every time you just like send her into any type of like disadvantage at all, there's just a chance that she'll fucking die, like literally just die. And that's why I feel like it's slight advantage for Bayo, because Bayo doesn't have that much of a hard time dealing with her because she has really high jumps. So MinMin has to commit a lot to like calling out Bayo shit to like get her off of her or whatever, or like keep her out. So I feel like MinMin has to go out of her way to like outplay Bayo to win the matchup, and I don't think I would lose to MinMin because of that. They just have to do too much. Hi Frog. R.O.B beats Bayo. Okay, let's do R.O.B. I used to think it was even, but like after playing Grayson like a lot, like I think it's like really hard for R.O.B. But I don't think it's really easy. I'll put slight advantage because like R.O.B can get gyro in his hands, and held items versus Bayo is really cringe, and so that's like a lot to take in. And if R.O.B beats her on the ground, and R.O.B has really high movement speed on the ground, so he can chase down her landing lag, but R.O.B players just aren't that smart or like good, so they can't do it. But he has all the tools to like punish Bayo and stuff. It's just that if he gets hit, he might die or take like 80% or die off stage or go off stage or go to the ledge. Like if he gets hit by literally anything, like literally any move in Bayo's arsenal, he will probably take 60% or be at the ledge, and that's really, really sad. But I used to think it was even because R.O.B just kills you at like 2%. He's so fast. He wins up close. Like he fucking never dies sometimes. But yeah, if they had like godlike SDI, I would probably be even. But no R.O.B player knows how to DI combos for some reason. Yeah, like R.O.B is really not like R.O.B is fucking broken, and so there's just no way that like a top 10, top 8 character is gonna be here. It just doesn't make sense. They just try to use all of his tools instead of the tools that actually work versus Bayo. They're like not very good. R.O.B players just aren't that smart. Let's do Steve. Am I gonna look stupid saying this? Like, because like Steve just kills you if he hits you once, I feel like a year from now, but I'm gonna put her here because he always has to do something because of Bayo's ABK. Like Bayo can ABK at any point, and if he doesn't shield it, he takes a lot of damage. Yeah, I beat Grayson a lot because like I know him and stuff. Grayson was at main stage. He got like 65th or something because his controller stopped working or something. Anyway, so like on the ground versus a Steve, like Steve's only like forward burst thing is like dash grab, if you can even call that burst. So he can't really contest Bayo when Bayo's like kind of close to him, because everything will just like lose. Like if you jump, you'll just get ABK'd. If you don't jump, you'll get ABK'd because they're kind of tall. And even if they read the ABK and they shield it, if they don't parry it, which is like borderline impossible to just do that in neutral easily, like they don't even punish you. You just like go to the ledge or go to like a platform, and they're just so slow on the ground that they can't punish you for it. So it's really hard for them to mine because of the constant pressure of ABK. It's really hard for them to even punish ABK if they read it, and if you hit them, they're combo food, so they just get like rolled around. Like it's kind of bad. I don't know. Like I feel like this matchup is not hard at all. I don't think I would like use like my chat is so fucking stupid. I don't think I would lose to a Steve player like ever. I don't think. Like I played Yanni a really good, like solid amount of times, and I feel like I have a really good handle on this matchup. But I might be wrong. Like maybe in the future, like Steve's will just like kill you off of one hit literally every time, and then I don't think they will win that. Hi guys. Can we not talk about whether Grayson is cute or not? Oh my god, you guys are so fucking annoying and gay. How do I mod you? /mod Geist Bayo, right? Okay. Anyway, someone give me a character. Oh, also, Steve's ledge traps don't work on Bayo because you can just double jump ABK like over their head like at any point, and it's like really hard for them. Like they can't set up their TNT and shit, and they can't like ledge trap you. Like it's just too hard. So none of their strengths work. Like pretty much. Yeah. Cloud. Okay. A B C D. Okay. This is slight disadvantage for Bayo. This shit is so fucking stupid. Like, it is so impossible. I feel like all Cloud players are just so bad. Like, Bayo has so much trouble to kill him off stage, and most of the time they only die because they did something wrong, and you always have to approach Cloud, and he's so safe on shield, and it's like impossible to ABK his jumps unless you hard read them because he's in the air for like 0.2 seconds when he short hops because he's like has Palutena short hop for some reason, and he's so fast, he does so much damage, and he kills you so early with like a limit cross slash, and the whole time you just have to be running at Cloud, and Bayo's not good at approaching people, and she just has to approach him, it feels like. I hate this matchup. And if you ever actually get close, they just shield and then up you out of shield, like everything you do, and it is so cringe. Like, I really don't like this matchup. I feel like every time I hit him, I have to kill him, or else I'll lose. I hate this matchup, for real. Like, actually, it's just so unfair. But it doesn't matter because, like, I don't know, Cloud players kind of aren't that great. I think I would beat, like, Cola's Cloud, and I was playing Spargo's Cloud at SmashCon and I was winning, but I feel like they're not playing it right. Like, I feel like if they played it properly, I would not be winning. But who cares? Because when Spargo went Aegis on our friendlies, I could not fucking win for the life of me. Okay. Why does Cloud feel like he gets rewarded for hitting his shield? No, literally, like this. I wasn't even exaggerating when I said that. That's honestly how I feel. I really don't like that character, man. It's not fair. Anyways, Kazuya. Bayo wins. Every time I tell someone this, they act like I'm crazy. But like, I don't know. You can't hit her. It's the same thing as Game & Watch, where if you ABK their shield, they can't get you. And the only way for them to counter ABK is to perfectly time their electric whatever the fuck fist and at the exact same timing, and then they can like beat your ABK. But if they don't do that, they just like get hit, and then they take so much damage, and they can't land at all. That character can't land at all, and he just takes so much damage, and you can edgeguard him. Like, I don't know, I played Burr, who's like the best Kazuya right now. Like, I played him a lot, and I just felt like I would never lose. I felt like if my life was on the line and I had to beat Burr's Kazuya or like any Kazuya, I would just win. Like, Bayo just gets so much more from hitting him, and it's so much easier for Bayo to hit him, and he can't ledge trap Bayo, he can't edgeguard Bayo, he can't do anything, but then he gets ledge trapped and he gets like edgeguarded and shit, and like, I don't know. Even if he parries Bayo's backer, he can't get in on her. Like, you can just like walk away. Like, I don't know. And if you're ever scared, all you do is jump, double jump, and then dive kick over his head, and he fucking can't physically reach you. Like, I don't know, this character can't do anything. I think Riddles is right when he says that he's bad. I feel like this character doesn't do anything. I would like to play like Riddles in bracket or something, because I'm not scared of that character at all. Do Lucina and Marth. I think Marth is winning for Bayo because Marth is really bad. I think Lucina's even for Bayo. I used to think Lucina was really bad for Bayo, but that was when I was bad at Ultimate, and now I'm good at Ultimate, and I feel like Lucina doesn't get enough reward for winning neutral consistently, and I feel like she can't win neutral consistently because she's a floaty character whose like only strengths is like in neutral her only strength is like setting up landing aerials and stuff, or like, you know what I mean? Like, she's kind of a slow character. She has to set up situations that are good for herself, and Bayo's just really fast. Like, I think Lucina loses to ZSS2 for the same reason. Like, yeah, it's just too fast. You can't really get what you want to get going. And, yeah, she's just a bit slow on the ground too. Her throw combos are, like, really awkward percent-wise. And, like, it's just really hard for her to consistently get damage on Bayo. And, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't lose this matchup if I played, like, Mystery or some whatever. Because Bayo hits her once and takes her to, like, 60. And even if she up Bs, like if she matches a beat, she can't get out of the combos because she's like the perfect weight to get comboed by Bayo combos. And like, yeah, if she hits me once, like one time she'll do like forward air into grab, down throw, up air, and then I'll do like 30. But besides that, like everything she does on me is just gonna be like one hit, and maybe if I really fuck up, it'll be like a 2-hit combo. So she has to do a lot of work to kill Bayo, and I don't have to do that much. But at the same time, like she's one of the only characters, like her and like Chrom, or like some of the only characters where if I swing and they swing at the same time, I lose. So that's the only reason it's like even to me. Little Mac. Oh, I played Peanut in bracket at Sci-Fi-Con and I won. It was 3-1 though. I think this is slight advantage for Bayo. Do I? Yeah, I think it is. Because he's just so grounded and he can like bait and punish you and... Hi Lima, it's Jack on... I feel like that's a setup to say something. I'm not gonna read that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so Little Mac, like, if he shields heal side ever, he can just, like, down angle forward smash you, and then, like, you, like, die. Like, if he has KO Punch and you, like, get shielded at 0, he just does down angle forward smash, and then he tech chases you with KO Punch, and you instantly die at 0. And, like, even if he doesn't have KO Punch, he does down angle F smash, and then he can just, like, F smash again your, like, tech option, or, like, Up smash it on reaction. Like, he gets really, really high, like, what's the word? Reward from like any Bayo mistake, and you kind of have to do something because if he like run up down tilts your shield, you're not in a good spot because you don't have anything that hits him when he's like crouching and shit right there. So he doesn't have a hard time in neutral, and his side B hitbox is like really big. Like it's not what was I saying? Oh my god, I have like brain damage from the crash or something. I just keep forgetting what I was talking about. What was I saying? Oh, okay, so side B hitbox is like really good. Like if I was playing Mac versus myself, I wouldn't die off stage every time. I would die off stage like 40% of the time. So I feel like he doesn't lose neutral on stage because he's one of the only characters that can really, really, really make Bayo think, oh shit, like I don't wanna heal slide. And that's one of the things. Like Bayo gets to do everything she wants, then she has a really easy time in neutral, like versus I don't know, Donkey Kong, right? But versus Little Mac, you have to really hold back on the moves that you're using, and that makes it really easy for him to like set up pressure and stuff. And so yeah, I feel like it's not that bad for him, but he does die every time if he gets hit sometimes, and it's kind of cringe. Also, his neutral B, it like phases through Witch Twist because it only breaks if you do 10% or more, I think, something like that. So he doesn't have that much of a problem landing. Like I thought it was a gimmick, but I was playing Peanut in like a best of 5 in bracket, and like it wasn't a gimmick. Like you have to like hard read it with like a back air, or else you can't call it out because he can just neutral B to like a platform and then shield and then get off, and it's like kind of cringe. I mean, how is that not? What does Jack on phone mean? Like, what does that mean? Oh, Keypeg. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, ZSS. Okay, let's do ZSS. Oh, I really don't want to play Mars. I'm kind of scared of playing Mars. Z is the last one. Okay. I think this is even. Like you know how when you're trying to play against Bayo and you feel like you can't do anything because she could just ABK at like literally any moment and it's really frustrating? That's how I feel versus ESS. Like her forward air is just so cringe and I have like nothing to like punish it with if she crosses me up, and yeah, I feel like I have to do something because I don't want her to just like run at me in forward air, and I feel like if I do something, she's like one of the best whiff punishers in the game, and then she just like shits on me. I really don't like this matchup that much, but it's really complicated for Zirsu to get a clean hit on Bayo because Bayo's like spazzing all over the place. So yeah, it's like whatever. I would not want to play Mars. I feel like I would just die. Because if ZSS gets a lead, it's like really, really hard for Bayo, but if Bayo has a lead, it's not as bad for ZSS because like Bayo can't force situations. Like she can't force CSS to do anything, but CSS can kind of force Bayo to do things because her forward air is just a bit faster than ABK. It's really frustrating, honestly. I don't like it, but it's like whatever. Do Greninja. Oh my gosh. I played Stroder main stage and I won 3-1, but the thing was he didn't go Greninja because I'll put it here. He didn't go Greninja because he and I both know that Bayo just like shits on Greninja for some reason. It's so funny. Bayo destroys Greninja because none of his 50/50s work on Bayo. Like you can just like not get hit by it. Like 60% of his like normal bread and butter stuff that works on every other person in the cast just doesn't work on Bayo because of bats and because she's like awkward and a fast follower and stuff. So like you like if Bayo hits Greninja once, he goes to 50%. Or dies to like up till back air at like 95, but if Greninja hits Bayo, he is not guaranteed to get a hit. Like, the risk reward is just so fucked up the whole match. Like, if he dash attacks my shield, right? Or if he just dash attacks, right, in neutral, and he hits it, he then has to guess whether I'm going to jump or air dodge, and then he can get, like, another 50-50 going. And then if he guesses, like, right twice, then he gets, like, 35%. But if I shield the dash attack, then he just takes, like, 30%, like, minimum. Or, like, usually just 30% because then I'll be out of shield. But he just takes so much damage. Like, if you just shield camp versus him, he can't even do anything because his grab is so shit. And even if he lands this shit grab, like, he still has to guess another 50-50. It's, like, really cringe for him. Like, I don't know. This matchup is just really awkwardly bad for Greninja. He also has no edge guarding and, like, no ledge pressure on Bayo because her jump is so high and her recovery is so OP. That Bayo has really good ledge pressure on him because even if, like, he gets a neutral get up off without getting punished, you just hit him. You just press an attack in his direction, and then if he gets hit by it, he's fucked, and then if he shields it, he's fucked because he has nothing good out of shield. So it's really hard for him to get out of the corner, but it's really easy for Bayo to get out of the corner because she kind of jumps over him. So yeah, this shit is really hard for Bayo. Like, really hard. And, like, if I ever think he's gonna do anything that's not sit there and do nothing, I just heal slide and it beats literally everything. Like, it just whiff punishes all his aerials and it beats all of his tilts straight up because it's just twice as big as their tilt hitboxes, and, like, it's really bad. It's really bad. Mario next. Oh, by the way, Stroder didn't go Greninja, he went Sora because this matchup is so bad. It was funny. It's Mario. I 3-0'd Karma and I beat Stroder's Mario, so I think I'm pretty good versus Mario, but Karma didn't know the Bayo matchup, and, what was I saying? Karma. And then Stroder took me to Yoshi's, which is, like, where you're not supposed to take Mario. He, like, took me to Yoshi's and then counterpicked to Mario because I forgot to ban it, and, I 2-stocked him. So I feel like Bayo is pretty good in this matchup, because, Mario doesn't have that great out of shield, and Bayo's attacks are, like, Bayo's limbs are, like, longer than Mario, so she can, like, poke and prod at him. And if he gets hit up, like, this is a thing that's, like, weird. Okay, so how do I explain this? Okay, let's say you down tilt. Where's Fox? Okay, let's say you down tilt Fox, right? And you hit the tipper of down tilt. You don't have any guaranteed follow-ups, and then if you go for, like, a read on one of his two options and you guess wrong, he punishes you, and it's, like, kind of iffy and weird. But when Bayo fights against floaty characters like Mario, like, even if you get, like, a random hit that's, like, a bad hit, like, for example, this is hard to think of because everything Bayo has just combos into shit for some reason. Let's say you hit an F tilt at, like, 50%, right, and you send Mario to the air, he's just so fucked. Like, there's so many random situations where floaty characters versus Bayo are just so fucked. Like, they just get tapped and then they just can't land and they take so much fucking damage. So Bayo doesn't have to land a good solid hit on Mario to get damage going, but Mario has to land a really good hit on Bayo. He has to land, like, a grab in the perfect spot, or he has to land, like, I don't know, like a landing backer in the perfect spot, and it's really obvious because that's all they can do. Like, it's not like Mario's gonna run straight at you while you're both playing neutral and grab you, so you're not scared of that. So it's really hard for him to get combo things set up, and even then Bayo's really hard to combo because she's, like, cringe. So I think she's good in this matchup, but the problem is that Mario is, like, immortal. He just never dies because he doesn't die off stage, and he doesn't die at the ledge or anything because all of his options are so, like his close quarters is just so good. So it's really hard to kill him, and if he gets a lead, it's kind of annoying. He's just, it's even though Bayo has a lot of edges in the matchup because he's a top tier, and that's about it. No one said my cast was fake. Maybe someone did. Oh my god, people were actually replying to my, like, car crash tweet, and they're like, wow, I can't believe you're doing this for clout because technicals, like, ruined your followers. Like, you lost so many followers because of technicals, so you pretended to get into a car crash. And it wasn't just one person, it was, like, 3 people saying that. Do Falco? Okay. I think this is even. I think that every Falco player that I play against is, like, not that great at this matchup. I don't know if you guys know who Ismon is, but he's a Falco from Texas, and I played him, like, it was a long time ago. It was, like, a year and a half ago, but I played him this matchup, and I felt like I couldn't do anything, like, at all. Like, he would just, like, sit there and win neutral once, and then he would frame trap all of my bats with thins, and I would just take so many No, I didn't lose any followers from the technicals thing. I actually got followers from it anyway. And every time he would hit me, I would just like try to bats, and he would just do the same old shit he was doing anyway, and then frame trap my bats within. But when I play like Chef and other people, they don't play it well, because if I bats within something, they like lose all advantage state, which is they're doing it wrong. Like they're just doing it wrong. But I think if Bayo wins neutral in this matchup, she gets a lot off of it, like a lot. But Falco's up tilt backer is just so good and strong, and if he ever gets an early kill on Bayo, he just like wins that game if he doesn't fuck up. Like it's really hard to deal with, and I don't know. This matchup's weird because everyone I play against who plays this character, I'm like so much better than, so I have a really hard time gauging it. But I just feel like the way that Falco works, like a grounded like boxer with like really really strong combos, and like he doesn't leave the ground, I feel like he's supposed to be good versus Bayo. But every time I play Falco players, I just don't have any trouble. I just like kill them in, like one hit. It's kind of weird. I think I would beat Tilde if I played him, so say that what you will for the matchup. I'm not really scared of this character, but I think he should do good versus Bayo. They just don't know what they're doing. Joker? Okay, let's do Joker. I really don't like Joker. Every Bayo player like disagrees with me with this Joker shit. Like, where is he? Oh my god, why do you have to know the alphabet for this shit? Okay. I think this is possible. This matchup is so hard. Like, so hard. I really hate this matchup. Everyone who I'm friends with who's like a top Bayo, they tell me that it's fine, and they tell me that it's even, and you just have to camp, and then blah blah blah, but I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I feel like his burst options are just so good. You know how I said that Zero Suits Forwarder makes you have to do something and it's really stressful, and like you have to whiff and then they like whiff punish you? I feel the same way with this matchup. I feel like he could just like dash attack me at any moment for some reason. I'm so scared of it, and like he never dies. Like his recovery is good. It's not bad versus Bayo, but Joker players don't know how to recover. He should recover versus Bayo. Like they just don't know how to do it. And I don't know, Arsene is impossible to beat a neutral. He's like impossible to beat a neutral. Like he's so safe on shield, so if you shield something, he's still fine. He doesn't care. And if you don't shield it, you take so much damage and you're at the ledge, and it's so hard to get off the ledge because of his hitboxes are so big and like impossible to beat. And like it's so hard to get to the ground versus him. He's so fast on the ground, so he can punish all of Bayo's landing lag, and his combo trees work on Bayo. Like he just frame traps it. Like if he bats within shit, he just frame traps it because his frame data is so good and like strong. And like I feel like I'm forced to shield, and then I get grabbed, and I take as much damage as any other character when you get grabbed by Joker. Like I get hit by up throw, up air into forward air. I get hit by like down throw, back air every time. Like I can't escape it because it's such a good I don't know, it's just really solid. Like none of his no Bayo specific shit is like hard for him to deal with, and the counter is really really strong versus Bayo because she has to use hitboxes, because I don't know, you have to do things versus him because I don't know, he's just a top tier, and the pressure he has just from his frame data and like his threat and stuff, you have to do things, and then they just punish you for doing things, and it's fucking impossible to beat Arsene in neutral, really. Like, and if you ever die to some random shit like down air up smash at like 60, you just lose that match because Joker is so good at camping. Like if you lose an early stock, he just AHOS and runs and rolls and blah 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 over and over again, and you can never land a hit on him because Bayo's not that fast of a character. Really, the matchup, like I really do. Whatever though, I'm sure it's just a me thing, because I was talking to Bloom Forever about it, and he told me that it's like whatever. He told me that it's okay, and that he plays Joker and he plays Bayo, and he told me that like it's not a bad matchup, but I don't know, I just can't figure it out for some reason. Did I play that one Midnight at that SoCal local? Yeah, I lost that Midnight player, but that was on me. That was on me. Let me do Midnight. I think that Bayo wins this matchup because she can just sit there and force Midnight to do something, but I lose to Midnight players anyway because I get really impatient for some reason. But Bayo can just kind of sit there. It's the same situation as Greninja, honestly, like the same exact situation. Like Midnight hits you once and he has to guess going forwards, but Bayo hits him once, and Bayo kind of has him go into her, and Bayo hits him once and does a lot of damage. And yeah, up tilt backer kills him really easily. He's combo food. He has trouble landing. He has trouble getting off the ledge because he doesn't have good out of shield options. It's honestly the same shit as Greninja. I don't know. It's like whatever, honestly. He's a really simple character. I don't think I have to go into much more depth. Okay, you said do Sheik. I feel like it's like criminal to put Sheik on a matchup chart if you haven't played Void, honestly. Like, he is Sheik. Like, he's the character. Like, playing any other Sheik just kind of means nothing, honestly. I would put her at even because she has a really good time with punishing Bayo, and like she has good approach options versus Bayo. She has kill setups that kind of work. They're a bit obvious to me, but I think that's because I'm better than most Sheik players that I play as a like just skill wise. So maybe that's why. But if she has like you know, needles to up smash, and she's down to upper frame traps and shit, and so if she gets a kill, she's really solid, and it's really hard to land a good hit on her. Like it's really hard to land a forwarder on her or a heal side or like an ABK, and so she's just really slippery, and she gets like 20% combos here and there, and then it's really hard to deal with. Hi Lemon. It's really hard to deal with, but I mean, Bayo's up out of shield is just really hard for her to deal with as well, so she gets a little bit of damage every time she hits Bayo, and Bayo gets a lot of damage every time she hits her, but she's like impossible to kill, like for real. She's like, if you play it right, this character is just fucking impossible to kill, and so she can also like do the Joker thing where she just gets a lead and then she fucking runs away for like 4 minutes straight. And her ledge options are really good. Her recovery is really good, which is a good thing. Like if you don't get edge guarded by Bayo, it's really weird. Like if you don't get edge guarded by Bayo, you probably don't lose to Bayo. Not gonna lie. Sheik is even or losing. Her neutral is just so good. It is really good. But also Bayo's hitbox is beat, Sheik's hitbox is out. So it's like whatever. Do Sonic next, please. I make it sound like a losing matchup. The thing is, like, okay, it is like losing a neutral, and it's losing like in a lot of spots, but you just hit her once and you do like 45%, and then you hit her twice and you do 90%, and then you just up tilt and you back her and she's fucking dead. Like she's just dead. So it's kind of like Luigi. Like Luigi, if he's talking about a matchup, right? Like, oh my god, she camps me the whole game. Like I can't kill her. I can't edgeguard her. She edgeguards me. She kills me all the time. Blah blah blah. But it doesn't have to be said that if Luigi hits her twice, she's gonna fucking die and explode. So yeah, that's kind of how Bayo works. So matchups can be like cringe, but you just need one hit. Do Mewtwo. Okay. I think this is even. This character is actually really stupid. Like, I was so shocked that Wadi beat me. Like, I was like so shocked because I was ready to beat his R.O.B, and then I was like, okay, like I don't lose to people secondaries, right? Like I was like, okay, he's just gonna go Mewtwo, and I don't know what to do, but it doesn't really matter. I'll just like beat him because he doesn't know how to play Mewtwo, and then he just like fucking destroyed me. Like this character just gets an early kill and then like circle camps you with like some of the highest movement speed in the game, and it's like so crazy. And like he has really good tools to hard call out Bayo, which is really hard to deal with. Like if he reads your short hop, he can just run up smash from like a quarter of the stage away, like almost, it feels like. And yeah, it feels like anything you do is like can be hard read and punished pretty easily, and I really don't like that. I don't like the way he plays. He kind of plays like Palutena, except he kills you at like 90%, and it's kind of frustrating. But he has a really bad disadvantage state. He has a really hard time landing. He's not good off the ledge because he doesn't have good out of shield. He kind of gets edge guarded sometimes. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to kill him because of his movement options and stuff, but I don't know. Like, it's like whatever. I got to play Wadi after. I was like, after Wadi beat me, I was like, Wadi, sit down with me right now. We're playing another best of 5. I can't believe that just happened. And then we played, and then I won it. But I think he was just letting me win because he knew if I lost, I would make him play another one with me. So I don't think, like, I'm pretty sure he just let me win. But this character is like really good. He's strong and fast, and his combos work on Bayo even with bats. And the thing about Bayo is like a lot of characters can't get good shit going on you, but characters that make you tech can like get things consistently, and that's the scary part. Like Bayo versus Chrom and is kind of weird because he makes you tech a lot, and you can't bats during techs or like anything, you know. It's just a straight up like 1 out of 30 like read like for guaranteed damage, and Mewtwo makes you tech a lot too. Like tech chase characters are just like, they get consistent damage on Bayo, and that's a big deal. Like most characters can't get consistent damage on Bayo because she's everywhere, all over the place all the time, but if he nairs you, you have to attack. If he like shadow balls you, you have to attack, and it's really hard to deal with, like for real. He kills you at 90, and he can get you to 90 every time. Like he doesn't need to do a crazy read to get you to 90, he can just do it. So I honestly feel like it's like disadvantage, but I don't know, like everyone just says Mewtwo is bad, and it makes me like confused because I really don't think so at all. No, it's my tier list. I'm putting, or my matchup try. I'm putting him in slight disadvantage. I really don't like the matchup. It feels like really, really hard because he's grounded. He's grounded. He's fast, and the only disadvantage is he's tall. But it's not even that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a deal. Okay, anyways. Also, okay, I hate this matchup. His medium-sized Shadow Ball just straight up beats out ABK. So the second he's charged Shadow Ball for like 1 second, you just can't ABK anymore because it just straight up beats it. It goes straight through it every single time. And what do you do if you're not ABKing, you know? Like, nothing. anyways. Let's do Bayo Chrom. Bayo Chrom is slight advantage for Bayo. If anyone wants to like know that matchup, I've played Giddy. This is a really long set. This is a 32-minute set that I played Giddy in, and he's like the best Chrom in Texas. And I figured out the matchup during this set, and then I won it. And I understand now why Bayo wins and Chrom loses. Because Chrom just dies like all the time if you hit him once, and wait. I'm not being coherent. Wait, what was I gonna say? I had like a good explanation for this, then I forgot it. Wow, making matchup charts is hard. I think that Bayo beats Chrom because like he's combo food. He dies off stage a lot. Like I was messing up a lot of edge guards in this set, and even then I was winning like most interactions. So I feel like if I edge guarded him properly every time, then it would be really hard for him. Like it would be really hard for him. And the one thing about Chrom is if you press buttons, he will just shit on you, like for real. Like if you like ABK his shield, and then he's one of the fastest characters like in the game, it feels like, because he just runs you down and then he down tilts your landing and then he tech chases you, and if you guess wrong you just die at 65. So it feels really hard to move, or well, it feels really hard to press what you want to press, but if you move a lot to like bait him and force him to like whiff and stuff, it's not that big of a deal, because if you get him to like short hop nair into you and you shield it, you can like fuck him up, or if you heal slide the whiff punish it, you can like fuck him up. So it's kind of like a game of chicken. Like you just try to like scare him into whiffing first or like pressing a button first, because both of you like punish each other for pressing a button really hard. So yeah, it's really hard. And he's like Lucina, where if Bayo and Chrom just swing at the same time, his move will just go through. If you want to know a matchup that I already explained, just like look at the VOD, girl. I'm not gonna say it again. So if he presses like down tilt and I press down tilt, I lose every time. If he presses back air and I press ABK, I lose every time. And yeah, if I press I don't know, anything and he presses F tilt, I die. And he has really good what was I saying? He has really good ledge trapping on Bayo, because it's kind of like Sephiroth, where not Sephiroth, who was it? I said a character ledge traps Bayo really well. Who was it? I guess I didn't. Well, Sephiroth, I guess. It's really hard to get off ledgers with Sephiroth, right? Because if you press something and then he presses something, he just wins. So you're forced to like play like a normal character and like jump from ledge or like roll from ledge or neutral get up instead of doing a bunch of like random crazy shit. But yeah, so he can get early kills on Bayo, and that's a big deal. That's the only reason that like it's only slight. It would be really easy if his jab backer didn't work on Bayo, kind of like how Roy's doesn't really work on Bayo that much. But it works every time, so it's kind of crazy. And then you just die to down till F smash like all the time. But if you grab Chrom, he might die every time. Like there's just like a 10%, 20% chance all the time that if you just like grab Chrom at any point in the match that he'll die. And so he's never really safe versus Bayo at all. Like he can't do anything versus Bayo that's like a safe option. If he jumps, he might die. If he like rolls, he might die. If he presses a button and like heal side with punish it, he might die. So it's really scary for him to play out. Good for him though that he can like kill Bayo earlier, else it would be over here. Because he has a strong neutral, he has a strong combo game, and he has strong ledge trapping, so good for him. He also has good out of shield, which is weird. They don't really show you that often. I feel like Chrom players don't have B sub B like they should, but he has that too. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I talk so much. How long have I been streaming already? Where's the time? Oh my god, it's been over an hour. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, Lucario. Okay, Curl, sure. Actually, I've only played this matchup like once in bracket in California, like 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't playing that well, but this is I don't know if it's even or slight advantage. Let me think about it. So he's really floaty, and he takes a lot of damage from combos. He gets edge guarded. It's really hard for him to get a hit on Bayo, a combo starter on Bayo, because his neutral is really awkward and bad, and he's not safe on shield. Hi, Gage. Yeah, he's slow, awkward, floaty. The only thing he has going for him is Aura Sphere, but it's not that good because he can't force you to do anything with it. Like, Lucario versus normal character, if he gets a big Aura Sphere, he just like forces you to jump, and then you jump, Aura Spheres you, but Bayo can just react and that's it. So he never really has a way to like solidly hit Bayo, and his out of shield is really bad, so Bayo can kind of do whatever he wants versus him and neutral, and he takes a lot of damage, but it is hard to get early kills on him. But the saving grace, I'm gonna put it in side advantage. The saving grace is like he has a really hard time getting off the ledge, so it's really hard for him to deal with F smash at the ledge because like his roll is bad, it'll get hit by it, his spot dodge, not spot dodge, but like he's forced to sit there basically. He's forced to shield or spot dodge or roll, and he doesn't really jump. Lucarios don't really jump because if you jump you're fucked because you can't fucking land after, like, no matter what, because you're so floaty for some reason and you have no like good hitboxes that can like protect you on your way down. So yeah. Also what Kuro said, like the bats actually kind of messes up his combos a bit. He just doesn't get to do anything versus Bayo. He just kind of hopes that at some point he gets like a good hit on Bayo. He never has like an actual game plan. I wouldn't put anyone in even unless they had an actual solid game plan to beat Bayo, you know? He's just kind of hoping he gets lucky, and he's an awkward character and Bayo's just a better character, so I'll put him here. I wouldn't lose to Lucario in bracket. Fox. Fox is so fucking ridiculous. Where is he? A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. This is possible. I played light and friendlies at SmashCon like before he fucking won the whole thing, and maybe I'm biased because he was probably playing better than me because he won the whole thing, but I couldn't do anything. Like, I think he two-stocked me like 3 times in a row, and then our friendlies were over and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do anything else but this because this is like I just kind of left to play my pool, but I really did not want to be there anymore. This character really pisses me off. But yeah, if you mess up your combos, you take 50% or go to the ledge, and she can't land versus Fox because he's so fast, and you have to do something all the time, and I don't know, like, he just camps you, and then if he ever gets one hit or gets close to you, you just, oh, real big D. You think the Cloud doesn't lose to Bayo, or doesn't beat Bayo? Okay, thank you for your input, I guess. Anyway, and so if you mess up your combos versus Fox, like, you know how I said if you down tilt like Mario or Peach, like there's a chance that you'll just like keep hitting them, like a pretty solid chance. But if you hit Fox and you don't hit him right, if you don't hit him the right way, you're just gonna like get vortexed if you guess wrong. So it's almost not even worth it to guess at all. And it's so hard to juggle him. It's honestly impossible to juggle him. Like if most characters just can't juggle him at all, because if you guess wrong and he fast full air dodges under you, you're so fucked. Like, you're so fucked. This character is just ridiculous. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. It just feels impossible. But I don't know. And it's not even because I'm bad at the matchup. Like, you guys don't know who Jason is, but my friend plays Fox, and he's really good at Fox, and I play him all the time. And I look at the match, and I look at all these interactions that we have, and I just can't figure out what to do. Plus, heal slide is like a really integral move of Bayo's, and if you heal slide Fox, it just doesn't fucking work. Pretty much ever. Like, if heal slide connects hit 1 and 2, you're lucky. Like, it's not something that you can expect, and that's like her only good move to use versus Fox, because it whiff punishes his like nairs onto you and stuff. It's like really hard. I don't know. And you just get ledge trapped by Fox just spamming nair at the ledge. It's like fucking impossible, honestly. And you can't kill combo him, and you really can't edgeguard him. Like, you kind of have to outplay him pretty hard to get solid edgeguards consistently, and that's his only weakness, and you're just kind of hoping that he messes up in his only weakness, so it's like kind of impossible. Yeah, heal slide only works if you hit him at the very end, but you will never hit Fox with the very end of that move because it takes like 2 seconds to come out, and Fox is like the fastest character in the game. Captain Falcon? Yeah, dude, no, I fucking hate Fox, like, for real. The funniest part is, like, if he's at like 10% and you're at 90%, he can just run up smash over and over again, and like you won't get a solid punish off of it, and if you get hit by it, you die, and so you're forced to shield, and then he F throws you, and then you're stuck at the ledge, and there's like nothing. I don't know, like the way that character plays just seems like impossible to beat, honestly. But I don't think I would lose to a Fox that isn't light still, because Fox players are not that great players. He doesn't have a good player base. Where's Captain Falcon? Okay, I think I would destroy Fatality. Like, so I want to play him really bad because this character is he tries to force you to make the first move by like threatening his like dash grab and dash attack and stuff, but you can just fucking ABK or heal slide, and he has to do something because of it, and his disadvantage state isn't good, and his edge guarding, like, it's really easy to edge guard him and get kills sometimes. Like, his recovery is actually not as bad as people think, but if he can die once off stage, it's really bad for him. Like, he probably will lose that match if he dies off stage one time. And yeah, he doesn't have a good hitbox under him to protect him from landing, so like for Fox, like he just lands way too fast to even like process what's going on and send out a hitbox. But Captain Falcon just falls like slowly. Like he just barely doesn't fall fast enough to make me preemptively do something. So if I see him jump or double jump a neutral, I will literally just put a heal slide under him, and there's like nothing he can do about it, and then he'll just get hit and like die. So this character has a really hard time getting a disadvantage versus Bayo. He has a really hard time winning neutral. He has to outplay Bayo to win neutral, and his kill combos don't work on Bayo. And yeah, his saving grace is his up smash is fucking broken now. So if he gets like an up smash of 75% or something, then it's really hard, because one of the integral things about Bayo is if she doesn't have a lead, she just kind of sucks versus all of these characters, no matter where they are in the matchup chart. She just kind of feels like shit, honestly, if you don't have a lead, and it's like bound to happen. What now? Wolf. I already did Wolf. Falcon up smash does 33%. That's funny. Lima versus Jackal when it could have happened at SmashCon, and then I fumbled the bag because I had to play MBD and I don't know how to fight Food Snake. Roy. Okay, let's do Roy. But yeah, beats Roy for sure. Like, for sure. I'm like 6-0 in games on Goblin and Bracket, and the only time he took a game was because my jab literally, like, he fell out of my jab. And I played Cola and Families at SmashCon, and I think I won like 60% of the games. We played for like an hour and a half, and I found it really easy. Because Roy kind of has to do something, because, like, how do I explain this? Okay, so let's say you're... like Sonic, okay? And you think that Sonic is going to come at you, you just like jab preemptively or down tilt preemptively, or like jump or something to like avoid it. And it's like really easy. Like it happens while you're playing neutral, like normally, you can just do options that will beat Sonic if you think he's going to go in on you. But if you think that Bayo's going to heal slide as Roy, you cannot just sit there and shield, because it could happen at any point, and you can't just sit there and shield because it's a movement-based character. So if you ever actually get caught shielding for like too long and you get F-thrown, but Roy is really scared when his back is against the ledge. Like, it's just really hard for him to get off the ledge, because he has to take a risk to get off of it. And if you read the thing that he's trying to do to get off the ledge, you'll hit him, and then the conversion will end with him off stage, and then there's just a chance that he fucking dies. And even if he doesn't get hit in like an awkward spot, if he gets hit ever by Bayo, he takes like 50%, and it's really hard for him to deal with. And none of his moves are safe on Bayo's shield except for down tilt, and then like they're forced to down tilt a bunch, and then it's really obvious, and you can literally just like short hop down or over it, or like witch time it or some shit like that, you know? So yeah, also if you're a normal character and you're trying to spam shield versus like Roy, he will just down throw upper you into 1 million uppers, or like down throw jab nair forwarder and shit. Like he has a lot of shit you can do, but with Bayo you just like that's within. And like if you get grabbed like 60% of the stage, okay, not 60, like 30%, 40% of the stage, if Roy down throws you, you can just like directional air dodge off stage, and you'll bats everything that he does, and you will not get hit, and then you just go off stage and you come back to the stage. And it's really hard for him to deal with. He also can't ledge trap Bayo, because Bayo can just jump over his head, and if you try to jump over like Palutena's head, right, from the ledge, and she knows that it's coming, she'll just upper you and kill you at 80. But if Roy thinks you're going to go above his head, I mean, his short hop is so tiny, his double jump is so tiny, one, he just can't even physically like reach you. He has to stuff you with a back air before you get too high, and that's a hard read, and you can't just hard read ledge jump. Like, it's too hard, it's too random and like weird. So he can't get like ledge trap Bayo, you just jump, and even if he hard reads it with up air, you half the time, more than half the time, you will just get hit by the sour spot, and then nothing happens. So he has a hard time getting Bayo to be in spots that he wants her in. And yeah, It's really hard. He feels like he has to do something because if he doesn't, you'll like run up at him, and if you run at Roy and you heel slide, like you might kill him. And if you F throw him, like you grab him and you F throw him because he's scared of heel slide, you might kill him because his back is going to be against the wall after the F throw. So both situations where Roy's standing there and you come to him, it's really scary for him. So he feels like he has to come to you. But if he comes to you, you just up you out of shield all of the shit that he fucking does. And if he tries to grab you when you're shield camping, he gets nothing off of the grab because that's within his like stupid. So he can't nothing. His game plan doesn't work versus Bayo pretty much, and it doesn't help that he gets edge guarded, by which time like kind of hard. Anyways, who said the cast matchup experience hindered Goblin's performance versus you? Not me. I never said that. What? I find Roy slightly easier than Chrom. Yeah, same. I think that Roy's like really simple. That's another like flaw. Like Bayo's really complicated to fight, but Roy's really simple to fight. So even if I'm playing someone who's like just as good as me, like I probably just know the matchup better than them because their character is so simple and mine's like not. Hi, Merciless Money. I am good. Bayo can always play to range where he has to commit to an option, and half the time he'll just end up sour spotting. Yeah, exactly. What now? Damn, I have a ways to go. Okay, let's knock out some like simple characters, right? Bowser. If you hit him once, he will die. I will never lose to Bowser player in bracket ever in my life. If you hit him once, he fucking dies. Like, it's impossible. Pokemon Trainer. No, King Dedede. If you hit him once, he dies. He fucking dies. That's it. Villager. He can't keep up with Bayo's movement. He can't keep up with witch timing projectile setups. He can't get off the ledge because he has no good out of shield and stuff. He's really stuck when he gets hit once. He's combo food, he can't land. And then versus Bayo, if he wants to get consistent damage, he has to go for risky grabs because he has no other consistent setups to get damage. And it's shitty, and he's a shitty character, and I will never lose to Villager. Ryu. He's like an underwhelming version of Kazuya, and Kazuya already loses to Bayo, so I'm gonna put this here. He literally just sits there, and if you ever hit him once, he will probably die because his recovery is so shit, and yeah, it's impossible to get close to Bayo, and the whole point of him is to get close to you, so it will not work out. It doesn't work. Probably same with Ken. Yeah, I don't want to put them in different spots because then annoying Shoto players are gonna comment on my post, and I'm gonna get pissed off. Robin has a really hard time keeping up with Bayo's movement. It's the same exact shit as Villager. Bad out of shield, has trouble keeping up with your movement, he gets edge guarded, he can't land. His arc fire is like a weapon you can use against him. He can't fucking use arc fire. The down throw combos don't work. You literally bats it and combo him to 80 if he tries to do a down throw combo, so you can just shield camp. He can't chase down Bayo's end line because he's so slow. Like, this character doesn't do anything. I played Synergy at main stage, and I like studied him because I was like kind of stressed out about my bracket because it was day 2 to day 3, so I was just studying my bracket just to see what was up. And he said that he thinks that Robin beats Bayo, and he was like, oh, you just shield, like it's so easy. And so when I played him, the first thing I did was I just ran across the stage, and then I F through him, and then he tried to land, and then I heal slid his landing, and then I did like 80%, and then I 3-0'd him, and it was really easy. This character is really shit. Characters that get grabbed by Bayo and then are in a bad spot are so bad. Like, it's just so hard to do anything because you feel like you have to do something, and then if she reads what you're doing, like the risk reward is just so good for her. Yeah, this character kind of sucks. You don't kill Bowser, then he gets rage and you can't do anything. No, Bowser is just not good. He's not good. He has to parry Fish versus Bayo to like do anything, and that isn't consistent like at all because Bayo can do a hitbox at any point, and it's like impossible to get parries consistently on Bayo. Anyway, Ganondorf gets hit once and he fucking dies. Nairo taught me the matchup, so I'm not gonna lose that shit anymore. Link. This is a hard one because Link stays very grounded, and when he's not staying grounded, his hitboxes protect him and he can land easily. Like for example, let's say you're like Kirby, right? And you try to do a short hop forward air. I can just heal side the landing because there's a lot of free time and the hitbox is tiny, and I will probably just make it through it. But if Link like short hop forward airs to the ground, where is he? Shit, where did he go? Oh, if he short hop forward airs to the ground, like the sword like protects him, like he can just kind of land. So when he jumps, he has a lot of like defense through his like gigantic hitboxes, and they do a lot of damage. So if I try to contest his short hop forward air, I'll take 25%, and that's a really big deal. I'll put slight advantage because he's immobile and he gets edge guarded, And yeah, but that character doesn't lose that bad to Bayo. Like, I don't know, like players say that he does lose, but it's like his tools are just so solid and straightforward and hurt so bad that I don't think that it's gonna be here. And also he doesn't die to combos really, and he doesn't die off stage consistently. Yeah, and he's really good out of shield, which is a big deal. He has all the tools to beat Bayo, but Bayo just does better than him in the matchup. That's all really, because she just moves really fast. She makes you do stuff. Yeah, I don't know. His disadvantage state's kind of bad, and Bayo's an advantage state character, so like innately, I think he would just beat here. Terry to finish off the FGC. Okay. Who did I learn this matchup with? Terry. Oh, I never really learned this matchup. I learned this matchup from watching Tamim versus Riddles. I don't really know the matchup myself, but it seems like... I'll put it here because his disadvantage state is really bad. He dies off stage consistently to Bayo. His out of shield isn't that good. All of his scary options kind of aren't scary to Bayo because you can just jump around, and if he ever does one, you just come back to the ground and like punish him. So you're not really that threatened. Like, for example, if you're trying to fight Terry and you're like Lucas, right? You can't just think, oh shit, Terry's gonna do the like gigantic blue move that like kills you 80%. You can't just jump, right? Because if he doesn't do it, then you're Lucas in the air. But if Bayo jumps, then it's a really low risk option to like call out Terry commitments. So he's not supposed to land his hardcore hits on Bayo because she's just too mobile and like easy to whiff punish with. So yeah, but if he can like get close to Bayo, which is not that hard to do because like when he chases down Bayo's landing lag, he doesn't straight up punish it, but once he chases you down to where you have landing lag and that spot you land, like he'll get close to you, and that's all he wants, like to get close to you. So he has ways to do stuff in the matchup, and he can kill you at the ledge kind of easily with his I forget what it's called, you know, the like blue explosion move. That move is really good for calling out Bayo at the ledge. So he has ways of doing stuff versus Bayo, but Bayo kind of kills him like often when she hits him. So yeah, I don't know. I think that the problem is that he just gets edge guarded really, it's just way too hard, like way too hard to like say that it's an even matchup. Pyra you struggle with. Oh, Bayo beats Pyra. Pyra's like here or here maybe. If Pyra couldn't turn into Mythra, it would be somewhere around here because you just like wait for her to do something and then you just ABK after because she can't do anything. She's like forced to whiff because she's so slow and like, yeah, she sucks. Blue explosion move. What is it called? Power geyser or something? Power geyser. Yeah, it's that one. It's that one. Anyway, let's do hero. I think Bayo beats hero. It's the same exact explanation as Robin and Villager. Like he just, none of his setups work. Bayo's too fast. Bayo's too cringe, and yeah, he has no way to damage Bayo. No way to kill her. He has to hope he gets like that explosion move to like get an actual kill on Bayo. Like he can't really make anything happen, and he's just too slow, and he's not safe enough. And he's really bad out of shield. Having bad out of shield is a really big deal versus Bayo. Like you can just mash versus those people. How do you beat hero? Explain. You literally just jump around until you get one hit, and then when you get one hit, you kill him, and he can't get a hit on you. If he wants to hit you and you're just jumping around, he literally like physically can't reach you. So yeah, it's really hard. I'm gonna do Yoshi. I think Yoshi is even because Yoshi can kill you consistently like 100, and his combos work on Bayo even through bats within. Like if he bats something, he frame traps it. So he's really consistent damage on Bayo. He has good grounded stuff versus Bayo. He has tech setups, which is really important to have versus Bayo. He recovers pretty easily versus Bayo most of the time. He has the frame 1 escape option out of my combos. Yeah, he kind of forces you to shield because he can kill you to 100 pretty easily, and that's a big deal. But yeah, I think if they played it properly, then it would be kind of hard. They just stay grounded, they kind of force you to do stuff, and if one of you doesn't commit, like it's kind of hard to deal with because he's not unsafe on shield. He's safe on shield, so like if you don't do something, then he'll just like spam buttons, and it's kind of hard to deal with. But yeah, you have to play against a really good Yoshi to understand why Bayo goes even with Yoshi. Sora is cringe. I think Bayo beats Sora. Where is he? Sora. My only experience with it though is Stroder's Sora, which is a really good Sora though, so it is saying a lot. Sora just kind of is forced to stand in place and not do much because he can't contest Bayo's hitboxes or movement, and His saving grace in the match. Wait, should I put even? Actually, like Sora played well, but this is the first time he ever played Sora versus Bayo, so I'm not sure if he like played it properly. I feel like if I got hit by that weird shit that Zachary's does, like with the down tilt up smashes and stuff, like maybe it would be hard. Cause you can't really kill Sora. Cause he doesn't die off stage. I'm gonna say it's actually even, because he has really fast sword hitboxes. He's really good up close. He can punish up B like out of shield with his up air. His up air's really good. His hitboxes are just really good, and he doesn't die off stage. He doesn't die at the ledge, and he has a sword, and he's a very grounded character, which is a strength versus Bayo. And yeah, like for example, if like you can't just like win neutral like without outplaying him, you know? He just kind of sits there and forces you to come to him, or just like slowly approaches you, and he's a really consistent character. He is floaty though, but he is like, I don't know, I'm just gonna put him at even because I haven't played enough versus Sora. No, I'm not doing another tournament soon because my wrist is like fucked up. Yeah, his hitboxes are really consistent, solid. His combos are solid. Aaron told me that his kill setup, Nair 1, Nair 2, up air doesn't work on Bayo because of Bats Within, so maybe that's kind of a big deal. But I feel like because he's so grounded and consistent, then I just kind of feel like he does good versus Bayo. Or like I don't think he loses, you know? Sephiroth makes you want to KMS. Oh, yeah, me too, kinda. I don't like that character. Corrin. I'll just put even. Strong hitboxes, consistent combos that work even if you with bats within it. She should recover 90% of the time. She has longer hitboxes than Bayo. She is good out of shield options. You have to outplay a Corrin if you want to beat the Corrin, and she doesn't have anything crazy, so there's not much to say about it. I just feel like grounded sword characters are pretty good versus Bayo in general, just fundamentally. What was I saying? Oh my god, I'm literally going lightheaded from how much I'm fucking talking. Banjo. His combos don't work on Bayo, and Bayo's combos work on him, and he dies off stage, and he can't land, and he can't ledge shot Bayo, and none of his grenade shenanigans work because of Witch Time, and this character just fucking sucks in general, and Bayo's in a higher tier than this character, so I'm gonna put Bayo here. Or I'm gonna say that he loses. You believe Tamim curb stomped Shattuck? I don't think they ever played. I feel like I would know if that happened. Bowser Jr. I actually played catch-up in a best of 5 at main stage for fun, and I think that Bayo wins because for Bayo to get a hit on Bowser Jr. and get damage going, she has to hit like low risk moves, but for Bowser Jr. to get like his up air strings or like a cart or something, it's high risk. It's a high risk shit to do, and they both do the same damage to each other, but Bayo's combo starters are high risk, and Bayo's combo starters are high risk, or a low risk, and Bowser Jr.'s are high risk, so it just kind of is hard, and if he gets hit once, it just kind of like goes to shit. Like it's really hard for him to deal with getting hit. Yeah, and he gets edge guarded sometimes, but if he gets a hit on Bayo, he actually combos her really easily. No, it is a boring stream. It's just for people who care about Bayo. Dark Pit. I'll just put it as even. It's a really basic character. He just stays grounded, and he does like, it's kind of hard to win neutral versus him. But I feel like if I played a Dark Pit that was like as good as me as a player, I would probably have a kind of hard time. So I'll just put him in even. What do you do against Steve? It's in the VOD. Dark Samus. I think Bayo beats Samus. Where's the other one? I think Bayo beats Samus because her ledge traps don't work on Bayo, and that's like an integral part of her kit, and she does a lot of damage to Samus, and it's really hard for Samus to win neutral because of ABK being like so threatening. So yeah. Also, Samus's down throw combos don't work on Bayo, and that's kind of a big deal. That's kind of a big deal. And she's just like slow and clunky in general, so I don't think this character is that good versus Bayo. It's just like fundamentally she doesn't have the tools to like do what she needs to do. Dr. Mario, I'm gonna put it in slight advantage because even though he has a decent time in neutral, he just dies off stage way too easily to Bayo. Like even if he does everything perfectly, he'll just die off stage all the time at like 70% all the time if you just hit him with some random shit. Duck Hunt. I think Bayo just like heal slides straight through his like side B, and I think that's a big deal. And also Bayo gets a second hit of side B kick from hitting the gunman. So, and she has dive kick that goes over all the like shit that Duck Kong has. Like he doesn't really have anything that covers dive kick. So, and he's floaty, so you just get any hit on him, like even just a random dive kick that he like DIs properly, and he just like can't get back to the ground. I don't think this character's that good versus Bayo. It's kind of like ZSS versus Duck Hunt. It's like the same shit. It's just too fast, too much damage, too like hard to catch. She doesn't get ledge trapped or anything. Duck Hunt just doesn't have enough mobility options to like threaten Bayo. I think Bayo beats Luigi. I beat Elegant like 3 weeks ago or something in set 2 of Grands because I realized that like this character just like I don't know, he just can't catch Bayo, and he takes so much damage from Bayo, and Bayo's combos work even if he has down B, and if you ever read his down B and you up smash him, he just gets sent at such a bad angle that he just might die like easily, he might just die. Like it's really scary for him, and his death combos don't work on Bayo really. Bayo's really awkward to combo too, so when he down throws me, it's really hard for him to line up and up B if I switch up my DI and stuff because Bayo's hitbox is just really tiny, and he gets juggled really bad, like really bad. Also, he gets edge guarded really bad. He doesn't really have much going for him versus Bayo. Like, you can always lose to Luigi. Even if, like, Luigi was right here, I could totally lose a set to Elegant because this character is so volatile. But the Luigi player has to outplay you to, like, win the matchup, so I'm going to put Luigi here. Also, Luigi can't ledge trap Bayo at all. He can't deal with her, like, planking, which is a really big deal because a lot of characters have a lot of trouble getting off the ledge versus Luigi, but not Bayo. Ice Climbers. Bayo beats Ice Climbers because you hit them one time and separate them, and then you just combo. Yes, Mewtwo beats Bayo by okay. You just hit them once. You hit Ice Climbers once. You separate them, and then you just combo the AI off the top because they don't know how to SDI because they're a robot, and then they just die instantly. And then the other Ice Climber can't reach you up there and stop the combo because they're too slow and stubby. So yeah, if you hit them once, they just lose half of their character, and it's really bad. Anyways, Ike has to jump and Bayo doesn't let him jump and it's impossible for him and it's bad. I'm putting Mewtwo here. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. Like it's hard. It's hard as fuck. It really is. Okay, Ike has to jump and Ike is shit. He's not a good character and Bayo beats him because he can't fucking jump and he gets edge guarded and none of his combos work and he's just too slow. I don't know. Isabelle. Not worth talking about. Jigglypuff. I will put it in even. It's impossible to kill this character. It's literally fucking impossible. It's actually fucking impossible. Like, I'm not even gonna explain it because no one's gonna believe me. I'm just gonna go to the next character. Lucas. I think Lucas loses to Bayo because he's super floaty, and I'm not explaining it. No, because it's too much effort. It's too much effort to explain it. Like, you guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. Anyways, Lucas loses to Bayo because he can't really jump without getting called out for it, and he just gets like a really hardcore like advantage state by Bayo. Like he can't get back to the ground, and he doesn't die off stage, but he just never ever like has an opportunity to set up damage on Bayo because Bayo is so fast and Lucas is so slow. And Lucas gets combos from like hitting Nair or like grab, but you can't just run up to Bayo and like short hop Nair or grab, you know? It just doesn't work because she's too fast and too big hitboxes. Like it's just impossible. Like it's impossible. We remember the Ken and Red set. That's not even all of the reason why. Like it's just not like the character is just not fair. You guys will all see. You'll all see. It's not a fair character for real. And also Lucas's zoning tools don't work because like once you play a character like ZSS or Bayo that just like has such a high jump, anything that like a setup character does is just such a big commitment. Like if Lucas ever PK fires, right, and I shield it, he doesn't get anything from it. If I jump, I punish him for it, and like if it hits me, nothing fucking happens. Like I just take 10% and no one cares, you know? Like his risk rewards just aren't that great, and also he's not safe on shield, and Bayo has up B out of shield, so if he ever does anything and he gets like up B out of shield, it's really hard for him to land after. Like it's not like if you up B out of shield like Meta Knight and you do like up B side B Nair, right, and you do like 25% and then you get back to neutral. If you get up B'd by Bayo as like a floaty character like Lucas, you cannot get back to back down to the ground after, and it's really hard for him to deal with. Like for real, like that character is not that great. I didn't get why Lucas was winning for Bayo until I played against him. I played against Regalo actually. You guys remember this set? Why does it have 80,000 views? I lost to Regalo here, but I played him again when I went to North Carolina like a month ago, and I 3-0'd him, and it was pretty easy, and I realized that this character just isn't that good. Like, it's just not that good. Rosalina? I don't know much about this, but I'm pretty sure Bayo just beats her because she just gets like edge guarded and juggled, and she doesn't have a way to consistently get damage on Bayo because her setups are really awkward and weird. What makes Snake so hard? I'm a Snake main myself, and I'm kind of scared of Bayo since I've never fought a decent one and I skipped the end of Smash 4. I said it in the VOD actually, like halfway through. You can just like go ahead and find it. But yeah, I just think that Rosalina is just way too awkward of a character versus Bayo. She just doesn't have much to deal with ABK and stuff because she's so tall and she's forced to do stuff, but Rosalina isn't a good approaching champion character. She doesn't approach well, and she kind of has to approach because she's so tall, and Bayo's ABK is so threatening. So yeah, I don't know. And also, it's really easy to get rid of Luma as Bayo because you just downer it and then just explodes from center stage. It just dies instantly. But I haven't played the Buzz or anything, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. Actually, I played Kirby Kid because I was kind of scared of this character. I played him in Tide City, and like after we played for like 10 minutes, I realized that Bayo just shuts on K-Roll, but it was kind of hard at the beginning. But yeah, you just kind of like can land behind K-Roll really easily, and then if you get behind him, he has nothing going for him, and then if you hit him once, he dies. So yeah. The best player in your region is a Bayo, and you might run into him soon. Oh, who is it? What's it doing? Mega Man. I think this matchup is even because Mega Man gets a held item, and that's really good versus Bayo, and also he's a really grounded character in general. Like even if he jumps, he gets back down to the ground pretty fast, and his kill percents are pretty low. Like it's kind of uncomfortable to play Bayo, and he just consistently kills you at like 110. You know, it's not fun. And also he has a really good characters that can get leads versus Bayo are really scary, and if you ever mess up and you get up tilted, like the rest of the match is really hard, like really hard. So yeah, I don't know, he's kind of like Diddy Kong but bad, so I'm just gonna put him here. I had to fight Axe at a Melee local a couple months ago. Can't believe Smash players are as good as they are. LOL. Oh my god. I was in the VIP room at main stage, and Axe had just played on stream, and I wasn't paying attention, and then he sat down next to me, and for some reason, I just said out loud, "Did you win?" And he didn't win, and he just like ignored me, and then like I don't know why I did that, and it was just the most awkward thing I've ever, like the most O2er thing I've ever done in my life, and like I regret it so much, and it was really bad, like it was really bad. Anyways, Pokemon Trainer. I think Bayo beats Pokemon Trainer. It was so bad. I actually... Okay, wait, look. Elegant sat next to me in the VIP room, and we were talking, and like I didn't want to say it out loud, but I like wrote this down on my phone, and I just showed it to him. Okay, wait, let me see if it shows up. I just asked Axe if he won, and he didn't. And I just showed it to him, and he just looked at me, and he was like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "Yeah." And we just kind of like, Axe just didn't say anything anymore after that, and I don't know why I did that, and... Anyways. I think Bayo beats Pokemon Trainer because if you hit them one time, they just get really fucked up, and Charizard has a really hard time playing around Bayo because he's a heavy, and his neutral is really straightforward, and he doesn't have the tools to punish Bayo's shit, really, without parrying, and it's really hard to do that as Charizard because at any point you can be hit, like really, because his dash is like, his hitbox is huge during his dash, and like when he's standing, his hitbox is huge, so he always has to worry about like random Bayo hitboxes. I played Quid at first I played Puppet, and I kind of destroyed Puppet, not gonna lie. Like I 3-stocked him when I figured out the matchup at the end. Or no, I 2-stocked him. Because his characters like combo food. Even though they have a frame 1 escape option, they're still combo food. Every single one of these characters for some reason. It's like weird. So like I beat Puppet, and then I beat Quid at main stage. I really don't have trouble in this matchup. Like I feel like Bayo just like wins. I don't know. They don't have good out of shield options. Squirtle's good versus Bayo, but you can't be Squirtle forever. You can't. The second you go off stage, you have to switch to. You have to do some switching around because you'll just die if you try to recover a Squirtle. Squirtle is weird. Squirtle is weird, but I don't know. I just feel like it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, Puppy doesn't really know the matchup, but I was just looking at it from like a blank perspective, and I was like, even though Puppy's not playing this matchup right, it's still really hard for Pokemon Trainer. I put Pit in even Yasuhiro because like I played against a Pit at main stage and they were playing very, very uninteractive, like not interacting with me at all, except like with random like approaches at random timings. And I know like my playstyle has trouble with that in general, but I just kind of felt like it was kind of cringe. I don't know. I felt like it was kind of hard for me to win neutral versus him when he like circle camped me. Anyway, Mii Fighter Brawler. I think Bayo goes even with him because he's just really fast and grounded and it's kind of hard to deal with. And his recovery is not that bad. Mii Gunner, I think Bayo wins because setup characters aren't that good versus Bayo in general because you just jump over everything and witch time everything and they have a really hard time dealing with it. What was I doing? Ridley loses. I actually played a bracket set versus a Ridley player and I just like zeroed death him like 6 times like, and the set was over in like 2.5 minutes. Oh my god, this is actually, wait. Do you guys remember that tweet that was like, wait, I don't want to like open up Twitter and like have porn in it or something, so I'm just gonna like find my tweet and then send it to myself and then open it. Okay, this tweet, this was against a Ridley. Like I beat him, I zeroed at him 3 times in like under a minute, and like I just got this reward for like doing it because that matchup is so bad. I mean, Ridley just fucking dies like every time you hit him. That's actually sad. Yeah, that was versus a Ridley. That matchup is really bad. The matchup's like really bad. High peels. This is kind of a cracked matchup for a low tier. I don't know. Sonic. I think Sonic is even because Sonic can like attrition Bayo. Like he can kind of not interact and hit you a lot, but every time he hits you, he only does like 20% max. So it's like not that big of a deal. And if Bayo hits him once, she gets like a lot, and she can kind of edgeguard him and she can juggle him, but it's really hard to get a kill on him. So yeah, you lose neutral like how do I say this? Like 3 out of 4 times you'll lose neutral, but that one time you win neutral, you do just as much damage as he did, pretty much. So yeah, and yeah, you're right, Nezo. Like whoever gets the lead first wins. It's pretty easy. One thing Bayo has in this matchup though is if he side Bs and Bayo side Bs at the same time, like Bayo wins. They have to time their invincibility really well to go through your heal slide, and if they get hit by the heal slide, they get shit on. It's like really bad to get out of disadvantage after that. Mii Sword Fighter. This character doesn't have good landing aerials, and that's really good versus Bayo. Like his rising aerials are good, but if I shield it, you die. Albert donated $3. Hashtag Lima Gala. Hashtag Mii Brawler. Hashtag No Way Shut Up Gala Ga. Thank you. So I think that Swordy is like winning for Bayo because the way he plays neutral just isn't that great. Like he kind of fishes for down tilt in the same way that like Chrom does, but he doesn't get a reward off of hitting down tilt because he doesn't really have great combo setups, and yeah, he just doesn't do enough as a character. He doesn't go well together. Yeah, I saw it, Albert. Thank you for the donation. My donations actually don't work. It'll just get sent back to you, but like thank you. Pichu. I think Pichu is slight disadvantage. I've been playing it. There's a Pichu from my region who's really good named Marcel, and I've been playing it a lot. I'm actually not that optimistic about Bayo. This is just honestly how I feel. I've been playing this matchup a lot, and it's not that great for Pichu because like up tilt beats everything he does. It's actually kind of sad, and yeah, he just kind of has to hope to get an early kill on Bayo. But one thing that's good is like his combos work and shit, but he just dies so early, and if he ever gets witch timed, he straight up dies. Like if you witch time him at like 50, you just like do like Nair F smash or like a heal slide F smash and he just fucking dies. Like if he ever gets witch timed, he's so screwed. So they have to give you a lot of respect, and if a top tier is giving you a lot of respect, they don't really feel top tier anymore. That's how, not that Peach is a top tier, but like in the matchup, you know what I mean? Like he just doesn't really get to use all of his strengths because he has to respect you a lot, because if he makes one mistake, he'll die like instantly. Okay, who's next? Olimar. I haven't played Depaz. I think it's slight disadvantage because the character kind of... He can recover, he can get back to stage, but he's combo food. But Bayo doesn't have a good way of getting the Pigment off of her, and she doesn't have a good way of chasing down small characters. She does good versus Pikachu and Pichu in comparison because they kind of have to approach her, but you have to approach Olimar, and that's when small characters get hard. Approaching small characters, like Joker's so small, that's why I hate it. Like, approaching small characters is one thing. Like, making small characters approach you, it's not a big deal, but when you have to run after this little brat and like every time you mess up you take like 20 to 5% or something, like it's really hard to deal with, especially because he's so safe on shield, so even when you get close you're not winning. I don't know. I feel like I have to get better at this matchup. Witch Time doesn't detach Pikmin, it keeps them on you, but it's like a mind game. Like they can like read your Witch Time and then whistle the Pikmin back and then like smash attack you to like punish you, so it's kind of like a lot. It's a lot. I don't know. I don't know this matchup well enough, but I think it's a small running away character, and I think, like, hypothetically, Bayo should just, like, lose that. That's how I feel. Piranha Plant is slight disadvantage for Bayo because this character is not fair. Okay, I'm kidding. I learned this matchup, actually. Bloom Forever taught me this matchup because I was having a lot of trouble with it, and he just kind of, like, sent me some paragraphs about how to play it, and he was like, stay grounded, don't leave the ground, Nair beats his up B, but most things don't, but Nair does, just hit his, like, head, and he told me, like, how to play it properly, and then I kind of figured it out. You have to like not press like anything. Like, I thought I was losing for a long time because if you ever ABK your heal side, it just loses to like the neutral B. It just falls on top of you and hits you, and he lives to 200% like all the time. But I kind of figured it out. You have to really edgeguard him like properly, or else this matchup is really hard. But if you do everything right, it's even. It's an even matchup. Matchup is hard though. I actually like went game 5 last hit with Oryx like twice when he went Piranha Plant. I actually talked to Dom about this matchup. I was just in his Twitch chat because I was curious about what he had to say, and he said that he thinks that Bayo should on Richter. And I kind of think so, but I wouldn't put him here because like his double jump goes really high, so he can just like jump over Bayo to center stage and tank damage for it, but he won't die because of it, you know? So he shouldn't die every time he gets hit, kind of how MinMin dies every time she gets hit. Like, Richter shouldn't do that. I feel like he has ways to get out of it, and also he's a really good out of shield option, so he's not hard. It's not hard for him to beat Bayo up close. So yeah, it's slight disadvantage because Bayo does more when she gets the hit, but it's just as easy for him to get a hit as me. Hi, Oni. Yeah, you shouldn't really get hit by Patui. Dom is so fine. Y'all see his shirtless stream. Now if I speak... Anyways, I think Bayo beats Young Link. Like, I sat down with Z3, who's like the best Young Link in Texas, and she like showed me how to play it. And she showed me that like if Young Link ever presses something and then Bayo presses something at the same time, Bayo just like straight up deletes his hitbox. Like, if like Young Link forward airs and then Bayo ABKs, you just like delete his hitbox. You just go straight through it and hit him. And if Young Link like up B's on the ground, you guys can test it. If the Young Link's up being on the ground and you heal slide, it just goes straight through it. Like, you don't have to time it or anything. It just goes straight through it. So like, the problem that Bayo's having in this matchup is they like shield when they like expect Young Link to press something, but the trick is you just like hit him like when he's hitting you. Like, you don't have to like preemptively hit him. If you think he's gonna hit you, just attack at the same time, and then he's so screwed. And his disadvantage is really projected and like obvious and like not good anyways, so it's really hard for him in that spot. And yeah, his bomb's not good, and he has no kill confirms on Bayo because you just DI everything away and Bayo has bats, so he can't kill Bayo. And like, yeah, I don't know, yeah, he just doesn't do enough damage really. And also if you shield his up B, if you spot dodge bats within the last hit, it's really easy to do. It's like really easy to do. I did it on my first try in like bracket. If you just like spot dodge the last hit of it and it turns into bats within, you get like a really easy punish. Like you can just up tilt him like for free. So like, he's not that good up close as like he should be, you know? I don't know. I played Skittles and I beat him, and I wasn't playing the matchup well, and I still beat him a little bit convincingly, I feel like. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would ever lose to this character. Anyways, Shulk. Bayo wins. I mean, Shulk is just bad. He can't really do anything. Kirby. Bayo wins because she's just like better. Bayo's a better character. It's like, she's better on the ground, she's better in the air, she's better off stage, she's better at the ledge. She does everything Kirby does better. Hi, is Tamim fine? Yeah, I think he's in chat. Zelda. I played against a couple Zeldas lately. I played against May's Zelda on Wi-Fi, Misty Erica, and I played against Chase's Zelda at main stage in a money match, and I learned this matchup, and it's really bad for Zelda. It's honestly here, not gonna lie. Like, I would never lose to Zelda. You just jump around, and she has to do something eventually, and then, yeah, I don't know, you just, like, win. It's really hard for her, honestly. And her disadvantage is so bad, and, like, she's not safe off stage either. You just run off there and hit her, and like she can't even up B in time because it takes like twice as long for her up B to set off as it does Palutena's. Like, she just takes damage everywhere. She's so floaty. Even if she has everything perfectly, she's still fucked. Like, she's so bad out of shield. Like, if you down tilt her shield, she literally can't do anything because like you duck the forwarder, you know. Anyway, am I done? Toon Link. Bayo beats Toon Link. Toon Link is not that good. Toon Link is just a bad character. I think this is even. I don't really get the Warrior matchup. I don't get it. I feel like I just do it wrong. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I have to learn the matchup more because I don't play against anyone who knows the matchup. Like, Skits is from my region, but he doesn't know how to fight Bayo. So I don't really know the matchup because I haven't played against someone who, like, is good versus Bayo. Okay. Let me post this on Twitter. Matchup chart. Oh my god, that took 2 hours. A clean 2 hours. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, guys, I made a Metafy. What? I don't think it's ready yet. Or maybe it is. I think that's how it works. Let me see. Yeah, I made a Metafy. But I'm not tweeting it until tomorrow because I don't want my tweet to flop because I posted it at 1 AM. So, yeah.